Welcome back to Business Equity and Opportunities. Each week we bring you information and updates on opportunities and events that affect how small businesses run in Indiana. David Fredericks is the director for the Indianapolis Office of Minority and Women Business Development. His task is to advance equity and opportunities for businesses in the community. He looks back at some of the most significant events from the past year and how they'll impact 2024 and beyond.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities, running your business day to day.
You know, first and foremost, the city taking ownership of the new hotel and convention center expansion happening at Pan Am Plaza this past spring was that's a game changer, because this is a project that will change the city skyline for years to come. It was not something that anybody had on their radar screen, at least not from our office. And so when this project was brought to the city in May, we saw the opportunities that it was going to create. And so we've been excited. It's been a lot because we probably have had to do about 6 months of outreach and education on the project that normally would be done in a year to 2 years for a normal project. So because of the timeline of this project, with the doors needing to be open by the fall of 2026, we've had to jump in with both feet, along with CIB as well as the general contractors, AECOM Hunt, to just sort of get this project moving. And so I think we're in a good place with that. I think the other one was the significant gift that Indy Parks received from the Lilly Endowment at the beginning of the year, the $80 million. That was another unforeseen gift to the city of Indianapolis. And so that $80 million is going to create opportunities for diverse businesses to work within the city park system for the next 2 to 3 years to upgrade a lot of the park system's facilities, to create some new spaces. And so we're excited about that. We've been working closely with Indy Parks on that piece. And then I'd say lastly was probably the passing of the budget, where we passed over $1 billion in infrastructure funding to DPW. This is much needed work that the city has been looking at and hoping to be able to do for the last couple of years. And so now we have those dollars, and that's going to be work to redo roads and streets and sidewalks, and looking at all those areas where folks have said the city is neglected for years. We now have the funds to try and do that work. And so that's going to create opportunities for the next 4 to 5 years. And so we're excited. Like I said, our office is just working with all the different city agencies to help them reach their goals for these projects. But more importantly, we want to make sure, like I said, that our diverse vendors have access to these opportunities, that they know who they need to go and talk to about it, and that they're aware of things as they're being rolled out. So those would be the big three that I can say that came out this year that we're excited about. You can see development all over the place in downtown, and I think that will continue. I think also we will start to see more outreach into other parts of the city with some redevelopment projects. As you know, we work closely with a lot of private developers who are doing a lot of mixed use retail living spaces all around the city. And so for those who do come into the city requesting assistance, we work with them to try and get diversity on those projects. I think we will also see renewed emphasis on affordable housing development. And so we will work closely with a lot of our for-profit as well as non-for-profit CDCs and things of that nature, those entities that will be hopefully filling that gap to build those new affordable units. We want to make sure that diverse businesses have an opportunity to be a part of those projects and to help expand and build those. There's a couple of other projects that we know are going to be happening. I think everyone remembers we had the launch for the new hotel that TWG will be doing at Old City Hall. That's a project that we anticipate probably getting off the ground the latter part of the summer. So we'll be working with TWG on that project to make sure that we've got diversity on that project. And then other things, like I said, will be a carryover. All the work that Indy Park will be doing, the DBW projects will be ramping up and starting as soon as the weather's good. So we'll be working with them. And then, of course, we're waiting to see what will happen with the new soccer stadium for Indy 11. So if that's a project that comes on board, we will be definitely assisting them to make sure that we get some diverse participation on that project as well. But I think right now Indianapolis is in a boom from a development standpoint. There are opportunities, and so we just have to do a better job of making sure we try and spread that out across the board. We'll be paying particular emphasis on trying to get professional services more engaged, because a lot of times by the time these projects come to us, the professional services side of the work is already done. So we're hoping to try and get them engaged earlier in this process to get them some work. But then also, working with the city in terms of making sure that all the procurement opportunities that we have as a city agency, that we're making sure that those opportunities are getting out to folks who have supply companies and things of that nature. So there's a lot of opportunities. I think everybody is rejuvenated. We've gotten past the fall, and now we're looking forward to 2024 and just continuing to work.